Canadian Robert Schellenberg's appeal against the death sentence was rejected by the Higher People's Court of Liaoning Province as the extradition hearing of Huawei's chief financial officer, Meng enters the second day on August 12. Robert Schellenberg's 15-year prison sentence for drug smuggling charges was abruptly increased to death sentence in January 2019 following Meng's arrest in December 2018 on a U.S. warrant at a Vancouver airport while en route to Mexico. Another Canadian businessman, Michael Spavor, was sentenced to 11 years by the Chinese courts on August 11, the following day after Robert Schellenberg's appeal was rejected. Michael Spavor, along with fellow Canadian, Michael Kovrig, were both arrested about 1 week in China after Meng's arrest in December 2018. Both men were charged with espionage. Michael Spavor and Michael Kovrig have been held in Chinese prisons since their arrest in December 2018. They were unable to even receive holiday cards from supporters. In contrast, Meng was released on bail following her arrest and put under house arrest in one of her multi-million-dollar mansions in Vancouver. During the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic, Canada Immigration granted Meng's husband, Liu Xiaozong, and their 2 children travel exemptions to visit her in Vancouver. During Meng's extradition hearing, lawyer for Canada's Attorney General, Robert Frater, told the British Columbia Supreme Court that Meng deliberately concealed Huawei's control over Skycom, an Iranian company that sold computer equipment, putting HSBC at risk of violating U.S. sanctions against Iran and exposes the bank to risks of economic prejudice, penalties, and losses. Frater also said the fact that other Huawei employees made similar representations to other banks shows a coordinated plan of reassurance to lenders, with Meng as an integral part of that plan of reassurance. Meng and Huawei denied all allegations of fraud on HSBC. Both Michaels were denied consular access to the trial hearing in March. Michael Spavor's trial was concluded in 1 day, but verdict was announced only on August 11 amidst Meng's extradition hearing. The arrest of the Canadians appeared to be a political leverage to exert pressure on the Canadian government by the CCP and has drawn condemnation from Canada, the US, and the international community. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau called the sentencing absolutely unacceptable and unjust, while the US Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, called for the immediate and unconditional release of the Canadians. On August 11, representatives from 24 countries gathered at the Canadian Embassy in Beijing in a show of solidarity, calling CCP to respect its international legal obligations and condemning the arbitrary detentions which violate human rights, including the right to a fair trial and the right to life, democracy, and the rule of law. Meng's extradition hearing was originally set to conclude on August 20. However, on August 18, Canadian Associate Chief Justice Heather Holmes said that she will announce the date of her ruling if Meng would be extradited to the U.S. on October 21.